Estate planning for beginners, what you need to know. Hey, everyone, welcome back to Finance Clarity. Let me ask you something that might feel a little dark, but it's important. What would happen to your money, your stuff, and your loved ones if you suddenly passed away tomorrow? Now, I know what you might be thinking. I'm young, I don't have much money, and I'm not planning on dying anytime soon. And honestly, that's exactly what most people think. That's why so many people put off estate planning until it's too late. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If you don't have a plan in place, the government will decide what happens to your assets. Your family might have to go through a long, expensive, and stressful legal process. And the people you care about the most could be left dealing with confusion and conflict at the worst possible time. Estate planning isn't just for rich people or old people. It's for anyone who has something or someone they care about. In this video, I'm going to break down estate planning for beginners in simple, straightforward language. I'll explain what you actually need, why it matters even if you're young, and what steps you can take to protect yourself and your loved ones. If you've been avoiding this topic because it feels uncomfortable or unnecessary, I encourage you to stick around. This might be one of the most responsible things you do for your future self and your family. Let's get into it. What is estate planning? Estate planning is the process of deciding what happens to your money, property, and personal wishes after you pass away, or if you become unable to make decisions for yourself. It's not just about writing a will. A good estate plan can include several important documents and decisions, such as who will take care of your children, if you have any, who will manage your money and property, who will make medical decisions for you if you can't, how your assets will be distributed, how to minimize taxes and legal fees for your loved ones. In simple terms, estate planning is about making sure your wishes are followed and your loved ones are protected when something happens to you. Why estate planning matters, even if you're young. A lot of young people think estate planning is only for older or wealthy individuals. But that's a dangerous misconception. Here's why it matters at any age. If you have any assets, bank accounts, car, investments, personal belongings, someone will have to deal with them if you pass away. If you have children, you need to decide who would take care of them. If you become seriously injured or ill, someone needs legal authority to make decisions for you. Without proper documents, your family may have to go through a long and expensive legal process called probate. The reality is, bad things can happen at any age. Having a basic estate plan in place gives you and your family peace of mind. Key documents you should know about. Here are the most important estate planning documents most people need. 1. Last will and testament. Will. A legal document that states how you want your assets distributed after you die. It also allows you to name a guardian for your children. 2. Living trust. A trust that holds your assets while you're alive. It can help avoid probate and gives you more control over how your assets are distributed. 3. Durable power of attorney. Give someone you trust the legal authority to handle your financial matters if you become unable to do so. 4. Healthcare proxy. Medical power of attorney. Allows someone to make medical decisions for you if you're unable to communicate. 5. Living will. Advance directive. States your wishes regarding life-sustaining medical treatment if you're in a terminal condition. 6. Beneficiary designations. Many accounts, like retirement accounts and life insurance, allow you to name beneficiaries directly. These usually override what's written in your will. Common mistakes. Many people either avoid estate planning completely or make these common mistakes, thinking they're too young or don't have enough assets, only having a will, and ignoring other important documents, not updating their documents after major life events, marriage, divorce, having kids, choosing the wrong people for important roles, executor, guardian, power of attorney, trying to do everything themselves without professional help when needed. Avoiding these mistakes can save your family a lot of stress and money later on. Step by step, how to get started. Here's a simple plan for beginners. Step 1. Make a list of your assets and who you would want to inherit them. Step 2. Decide who you trust to make financial and medical decisions for you if you can't. Step 3. If you have children, decide who you would want to be their guardian. Step 4. Consider working with an estate planning attorney, especially if you have children, own property, or have a more complicated situation. Step 5. Create the basic documents: will, power of attorney, healthcare proxy. Step 6. Review and update your plan every few years or after major life changes. You don't need to do everything perfectly at once. Even having a basic will and power of attorney is much better than having nothing. How much does estate planning cost? The cost can vary widely. Simple will can cost a few $100s. Full estate plan, will plus trust plus powers of attorney, usually ranges from $1,000 to $3,000 plus. DIY options exist online, but can be risky if your situation is not straightforward. For most young people with simple situations, starting with a basic will and powers of attorney is often enough. As your life gets more complex, marriage, kids, owning property, you can upgrade your plan. Final thoughts. Estate planning might not be the most exciting topic, but it's one of the most responsible things you can do for yourself and the people you care about. You don't need to be rich or old to need an estate plan. If you have any assets, any people who depend on you, or any wishes about your medical care, you should have at least a basic plan in place. The peace of mind that comes from knowing your loved ones will be taken care of, and that your wishes will be respected, is worth the time and effort. Start small if you need to, but don't keep putting it off. One day your family might be very grateful that you took care of this while you still could. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you understand estate planning better, please like and subscribe for more practical personal finance content. Drop a comment below if you have any questions. I read every comment. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.